Alrighty then, I think we're live. Marco was up in there early. Good evening. Ground fog, what's happening? Be Shady as well. What's happening, brother? And Neil McKenzie, welcome to the chat. How is everybody doing? It's another Friday night. We're still in the game, been keeping busy. Got some shorts uploaded today. Gonna get some more tomorrow. We get some more planned out. So hey, another week. So how is everybody's week? Is anybody still in the chat? It's hard to tell. Good evening, good evening. Let the shenanigans begin. How is everybody doing tonight? Rogus, what's up? Not much. Same old, same old. Tony Gilbert, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. Oh, 107 degrees? That's not too shabby. What could be it? I don't know what it was today. It was humid here in New Hampshire, which was something a little bit different, but can't complain. Um, yeah, it was actually 81 degrees and humid. Yeah, it looked like rain most of the day, but it didn't rain. You know how that goes. What does the weatherman actually know? Chaos Theory, welcome to the chat. What's happening? Oh, right on. Rogue's one of your friends. Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. What's happening, friend of Chaos? How's it going? Chaos, how you doing, brother? It is, uh, it is another day in paradise. We'll get out some more of the Phobos knives. Yeah, so we actually got some things posted. What should we put out next? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Probably my favorite four. Chilling right on. Rogue, you down in Florida as well? Or where are you at? Roller 822, it's going good. How about yourself? We're just busting out some knives. Of course, we were EDC in our Spyderco Sage 5 CF as usual. Whoops, you think I'd have that better? I think I might have to clean it or lube it a little bit. It's gotten a fair bit of use. Mrs. Bushcraft is in the chat. You live in Florida, same area as Chaos, or I've been all over Florida. Oh, what do you do, Rogue? You work everywhere in the USA? Man, traveling's good, but it's good sometimes. Boondock, what's happening, brother? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I just wow, for well over 20 years. Yeah, I moved every 6 months. I moved with the season, so I know how it goes there. It can well, what we nice. I like oh, St. Louis, Missouri. I escort oversized semis. Gotcha. Yeah, hey, that's a good job, man. I hear they pay pretty well. Um, yeah, interesting stuff. Are there any Turks? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I traveled, yeah, like well over 20 years. Like every 6 months I moved. It gets a little taxing. This is actually the longest I've ever lived, stayed in one area for my entire adult life. So it's kind of weird sometimes. But I got Mrs. Bushcraft to keep me preoccupied. Yeah, I translate a little bit of something, something, something. So what's everybody carrying today? Elevated gaming. What's happening? We're just chilling, having another Phobos Friday. We've at least been consistent with these. We're going on yeah, what is it, like 20 21 months? December 4th, it'll be 2 years of Phobos Fridays every Friday night. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's December 4th. I have to check the calendar again, but yeah, beginning of December marks like 2 years, so I'm stoked about that. I work 4 months straight and go home for 2 weeks. Yeah, I would work like 6 months straight and then have 2 weeks off on average. And then yeah, back to it again. So in fact, for like 10 years, I spent my 2 weeks off riding to work. So I had a thing going on. I'd work in the Northeast like spring, summer, fall, and then I'd work down in Florida for the winter. You know, the old snowbird thing. So I would ride my mountain bike from Florida up to New York, and then New York back down to Florida. Over 10 years, I did it 17 times. So yeah, had one time I was partying too much in Tampa and kind of got, well, we didn't really lose track. We were having fun, man. We were going up to the wind tunnel and going to the Tampa Brewing Company, and yeah, next thing you know, I was catching a flight from Tampa to upstate New York. No, I don't play Roblox, or I don't play any games anymore, really. Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. Definitely not Roblox or Minecraft. I've heard some creepy stuff about the Roblox, so yeah, not my cup of tea. But I'm taking it you play those games. So yeah, so has anybody got anything exciting planned this weekend? Any hiking, biking, cycling, camping? I know Boondoc's gonna do some camping. Anybody getting out for anything, or of course we got the tools in here already. I don't know why you're bringing up the tiny hat people's got nothing to do with what we got going on. So yeah, I'm sure there's a chat going on somewhere that'll entertain that conversation. But yeah, I get shadow banned enough as it is. I'm not getting duped into the tiny hat conversation. We tried supporting them, but we never got that $7,000 check, so I bailed. Yeah, I've got my limitations. You know, we went hoorah and yay and good for him and all that. But yeah, no $7,000 check, so we bounced. Yeah, you're not kidding. Right on. Yeah, yeah. I guess YouTube's putting us out in the algorithm tonight. That's not a bad thing. So, got some new faces in here, some random, unique questions. But yeah, how is everybody doing? Guess Chaos didn't like you, man. You got bounced. Right on. Yeah, Boondock. Are you doing live at all this weekend, or what's your plan? I I didn't want to bother you. I know you said you're adjusting to your new schedule. Kind of sucks. So I figured I'd wait to hear from you. But yeah, hopefully all is going well, man. Yeah, yeah, Mick. Yeah, I served in the army. But did you serve, or yeah? What did you serve in? Which branch were you in? Of course, we're kicking back a cold Monster Energy drink this evening. Gonna relax, take it easy, enjoy the evening, enjoy the Phobos Friday, the conversation, all that good stuff. We'll see if YouTube puts us out there at all. Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, you're just kind of a little sarcasm there. I kind of smell what you're stepping in. So yeah, yeah, back in. Yeah, you served in another life and you were reincarnated, and Yeah, you haven't gotten any sun in a while, have you? Have you talked to anybody in person, like face to face, like not on the interwebs? Oh man, that's the whole thing. That's more of a Marine Corps thing. I know that like the Marines, they each got their own favorite color. Like our buddy Cannon, he'll probably be swinging in here anytime now. Yeah, he likes the red crayons, and then our other buddy Bando picks. He likes the green crayons. But yeah, I was Army. I'm not much of a crayon eater, although I do like the paste. The paste is good. Um, it's it's like the cream filling to a Oreo cookie without having to deal with the cookie. Comes in a handy little jar with a dipstick. Yeah, I know. Cannon's like Beetlejuice. You say his name three times and he shows up. B&A is like that as well. Brand New American. If we say B&A, 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 he shows up. I don't know. It's summertime. Everybody's got their own things going on. I know. Cannon was smoking a turkey the other day and sent me a picture. I'm like, oh come on, man. He's like, dude, wish you were here to enjoy it. It's like, oh yeah, rub that in. I have that coming to me though. That's all the times. I like when I lived down in Florida. My friends in the Northeast were complaining about the blizzard and the 3 feet of snow. So I'd send them a picture of some palm trees. So I kind of had that coming to me. Oh, Rogue, are you of the Jarhead clan? Ma. Yeah, I talked to a Navy SEAL once. Well, spiritual warfare. You got the spiritual. Canada did the same thing to me. Oh, Rogue, you. Oh, so you're a Marine Corps veteran. What was your? I don't know the Marine Corps MOS nomenclatures. I know like 0311 is infantry. That's alls I know. Oh, unfortunately, no. Yeah, isn't that great, Chaos? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we eat decent. We have some good food. I'll uh I'll make some ribs and stuff. We'll do some ribs, some whatever. It usually comes out pretty decent. No complaints. Oh yeah, I was getting out the other knives. So anybody get any new toys this week? Any new sharp things, axes, or I should really get that other. Yeah, buddy. We'll take out the Spyderco because it's Spyderco is not a Phobos, so we'll get the trainer down there. Nice little something a little different layout there. Bean Deneen, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How's your weekend going? It's great seeing you. It's another day in paradise. Living the dream one day at a time, right? Oh yeah, video gamer. Yeah, little boy knives. Okay. What's the matter? Daddy never told you he was proud of you. Mama never gave you a hug. Why would you come in here saying that? You clearly don't know what you're talking about there. Make a lovin'. That's what your screen name should be. Video gamer. You're probably 40 years old living in a basement, aren't you? Although the basement's nice and cool this time of year, so that might not be a bad plan. But yeah, you entered the chat and said, "Hey, everybody, I don't know what I'm talking about." But yeah, while you're making the little boy knives comment, I wonder. I bet you. Is this your alt account? No, I don't know. You've been on here for a decade. You just lack manners. All right. My mom wouldn't even let me do Boy Scouts. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. You tell them, Mrs. B. Yeah, they're knucklehead. You're just jealous because you can't get nice like this with your EBT. What an absolute tool. So yeah, who do we got in here that we still know? What's going on? So yeah, another Phobos Friday. The photo competition's still going on. If you haven't entered your Phobos knife pictures to Phobos Knives at Instagram, he's giving away a tier 1 mini with PVD and carbon fiber scales as well as a trainer. Natalie, hi, interested to know the brand name of the knives, please. Yeah, Natalie, it's Phobos Knives, for operators by operators. It's owned by Eric Hansen. He's a retired veteran of 22 years of the U.S. Army. He served as an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. And these are his knife designs. Some of them, most of them. We got a few others coming out here and there. But they come in a variety of like either satin finish, which is the shiny finish, which is this, or you can get them in PVD. These have orange G10 liners with OD green micarta scales, but they've got a whole bunch of different ones. Like this is red G10 liners with carbon fiber scales. The carbon fiber is a little bit more pricey. It's lightweight and expensive. We know how that goes. This is red G10 with double black micarta. A little bit less expensive than the carbon fiber. Um, this is a custom set that I have, which I don't know. You can't get it, but this is a Tier 1 Mini Gen 2 with red G10 liners and chocolate brown micarta scales. And on the back here is a custom Tier 1C with black G10 liners and chocolate micarta scales. And this is like custom done sheath and stuff as well. Um, but it can be piggybacked. Pretty simple, nothing fancy there. Ground fog booted them. Ground fog, welcome to the chat. Thanks for the assist on that one, buddy. Yeah, yeah, talking trash to Mrs. B will get you kicked out of here by about a dozen different people. So, really uncalled for there. It's sad you got to make up for something, but yeah. Anyhow, good riddance to you there. Go play your video games, you degenerate. um, yeah, Natalie. And they're all made in the USA. They're right down in Tennessee. So yeah, you can check them out. Phobos.com, phobosKnives.com. He's got a pretty good assortment. There's actually there's another one that's really popular. A lot of people like it. Yeah, this is the Alaris in CPM 3V steel. This one's got black G10 liners with ivory micarta scales. It's CPM 3V steel. Really popular knife. A lot of people dig it. Gonzo Wick, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure, brother. It is good to see you. How's the new job treating you, man? I've been dying to know. Are there any really good fringe benefits? Natalie, I'm pretty sure he ships out of country. I'm pretty sure you could have him shipped to South Africa. I don't know how that works out. You can email them and double check, but I'm pretty sure that they ship just about anywhere. Doing good, losing brain cells by the day. But my video game waifu is the only one who truly understands me. Yeah, Gonzo, you're going to be switching, no more laces, Velcro shoes only, right? I've been there before, my man. It happens. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad he's impressed. He makes an outstanding knife. They're also, he warranties the craftsmanship and everything for the life of the knife. So even if your husband decided to gift it, I don't know, maybe a nephew or a son or something, or a friend even, the warranty goes with the knife. He warranties the work, not the user. So yeah, outstanding all around package deal, and yeah, I've had nothing but good things through Phobos knives, and future knives that I plan to buy are going to be Phobos knives as well. That's how much I enjoy them. So yeah, Neil, definitely sandals with socks. Dude, don't let. I wear Tevas with socks, and I'll tell you why. I went to go rock climbing, and it was a pretty long approach. There was a lot of talus and stuff you had to walk over, and it was like springtime, so I threw on the Tevas. It was, let the feet air out and have a good time. And the top of my feet got so sunburned, except for where the straps for the Tevas were. But I couldn't wear shoes for like a week because of the sunburn on my feet. So after that, I started wearing socks with Tevas, just to avoid the sunburn. But hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Natalie, you're welcome. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. We do this every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. So yeah, if you've got any more questions, or you can shoot us an email, drop a comment in any of our videos. We're usually pretty quick getting back to people. Gotta air out them dogs. Rob's Knives, good morning. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm thinking it's almost Sunday already. I've been busy with the YouTube today, doing some uploads, doing some research. Yeah, busy, busy, busy. So yeah, welcome to the chat, Rob. How you doing, my man? Dean is also in here. Dean, how you doing? I gotta catch that video. You had that yeah, oh yeah, I've seen it like twice. I just haven't gotten to it. Yeah, Dean did a quick video. Rock out with your lockout, send you a nice little care package, didn't he? Yeah, I gotta catch that, my man. Oh, you're welcome again, Natalie. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys end up getting a Phobos knife. I'm sure you'll be happy with it. I've been more than happy with mine. Um, Lightweight, waterproof hiking boots all year. Yeah, yeah, Neil. I tend to go for light hikers and stuff nowadays. Something to breeze. In fact, I don't really get into the Gore-Tex anymore. I find Gore-Tex like clogs up too quick and doesn't breathe, and you end up with like swamp feet. Yeah, Gonzo, no Bark River knives, no Bark River knives. Man, it's been a rough like year or two for like knives. Was it? Yeah, we had the Bark River knives scandal thing where they were passing off Chinesium as real steel. There was carnivore knives, wasn't that it? They and then Survive knives. Guy there at Survive knives hosed everybody. Yeah, Rock Out hooked you up with some cool stuff. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, Gore-Tex isn't all that horrible. I just it doesn't really always go with foot gear. Yeah, it tends to like it doesn't breathe adequately enough. So, um, yeah, it all depends. Especially if you treat it, then it's even worse. Um, got a thumb dagger with my name engraved on it. Sweet. Yeah, so those are the three, right? First it was Survive knives, then it was Carnivore knives, and then it was Bark River knives. Like everything happens in threes, right? There's another one in there. I forget what it was though. Somebody else was hosing people. Oh, hey, hello from California. I've been out that way. Been to Paris Valley, Lake Elsinore, and Lodi. But yeah, coin op showers. I was out of there. Only place I've ever seen it. Coin op showers in California. They'll tax you on everything, even a shower. Anthony, knife industry was doing well. Then COVID hit. Then Trump tax on steel. The economy. Yeah, yeah. Man, the COVID thing is just horrible. Actually, well, it's not. I don't know. If it wasn't for COVID, I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube. I'd probably still be working at a drop zone, kicking back cold ones by the bonfire, sky jumping by day, yelling at the younger crew like, "Hey man, you're gonna end up bouncing, listen up there, Sonny." Um, yeah, I just wear yeah. Um, yeah, ground fog. I like the light hikers. Like Merrill Moabs are kind of like an EDC staple. I tend to wear the Merrill Moabs like quite frequently. I like Solomon. There's some other boots I like as well. Like I like Solomon. The thing about Solomon, there's virtually no break-in time. Like you buy them, you wear them, they're comfortable. You like as long as you're keeping your feet dry and stuff, you won't get blisters. But man, they wear out quick too. They wear out almost as quick. I'm lucky if I get a year out of a pair of Solomons. Um, Used to be a Parabat. What's Parabat? My Merrill boots aren't comfortable. I like them much more. Yeah, yeah. Keen makes some good stuff. Yeah, there's a Solo makes some good stuff. Yeah, La Sportiva. There's some good companies out there. They come at a premium though. Honestly, I think if you're buying like a dedicated pair of boots, man, you're looking at like, 200 bucks, 250 ish. I'd say like 250 plus or minus for something like reliable and good. Yeah, Red Wing boots. Man, those are kind of like Chippewas, right? Like I've had some Chippewas. Man, I don't know. They just get uncomfortable kind of quick. There's a lot of heel lift to those. I have to get a new pair of boots. I just mainly wear. Yeah, yeah, down there, Chaos Man. I wore DCs all the time as well. They make great rudders. I used to sand down the bottom of them smooth so they'd slide better. I wear Jordans. Man, I haven't worn Jordans I think since like freshman year in high school. Like whenever Jordans first came out, like early '90s or whatever it was, late '80s, early '90s, I had like those classic Jordans, and I just never got another pair. I'm just not a, I'm not a basketball shoe type of wearing person. Um, yeah, Ryan's in here making up stories, man. You degenerate. Um, yeah, father-in-law just handed me a bunch of old school Bucks and Gerber knives, all old as hell. Oh, Rob, that's awesome, man. Did you get one of the old like Gerber LMFs or BMFs? Those are pretty sweet. Like definitely if they're like '90s versions. Yeah, I got the Irish Settlers, the cowboy style. Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments here, guys. I've worn Jordan since middle school. Yeah, Gonzo, that's cool, man. Yeah, whatever your feet get used to, you tend to wear. I think that's why. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Like for EDC, yeah, if I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking around, I'm wearing Merrill Moabs. And guys, to be quite frank, man, for like a decade, I wore like my CD cycling shoes, or I just wore my socks while I was working. Threw some sneakers on once in a while. Yeah, that was one of the things when Mrs. Bushcraft and I got together. Like they were like, "Who domesticated Rigger Tom? Man, the dude's wearing sneakers." Like that, I would always be wearing my CD cycling shoes because I was going somewhere like on my bike usually. So I'd always wear my cycling shoes. Um, yeah, yeah, Dean, old Bucks, old Gerbers. They came out with some new Bucks that were kind of interesting. It was like this new 112 model. I forget what the exact name of it is, but it's pretty cool. I saw a video on it earlier this week. Sorry, I don't know if you saw my comments. We call the South African Parachute Battalion. Oh, Parabats. Natalie, I learned. Here's a little story about South Africa. There's a company in South Africa that makes parachutes called PISA, Parachute Industries of South Africa. And let me tell you something about PISA parachutes. Their line trim is all off. The fabric's good. It's easy to work with and everything, but the landings suck. Like there's no real good flare capabilities. The specific model that I'm talking about is actually it's a student parachute. It's called the piece of Skymaster. But after you try to land that thing at a dozen or so times, you realize that PISA doesn't stand for Parachute Industries of South Africa. It stands for piece of shit. I'm sorry I had to say that, but that's my experience with Parachute Industries of South Africa. Um, but it doesn't say anything about the people. It's just poor parachute design. That's all I'm saying. So I've had a little taste of the South African parachutes, and I'm gonna stick with Performance Designs by John LeBlanc. They make a great parachute. Everything about them is great. They're well tested. Performance is all there. The student version is called the PD Navigator, and man, that thing you barely even have to flare it. It almost lands itself like an auto landing parachute. So, but yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to hack on South Africa, but that's my only experience with South African parachuting. But yeah, no, yeah, the Parabat thing is kind of interesting. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, it's okay, Natalie. Not a lot of people do. I'm in that less than 1% of 1% of people that knows these things. Um, so, but I mean, all around. I mean, like I said, it doesn't say anything about. Yeah, gotta go cool. Yeah, Neil, you need one of those misters, man. Like yeah, they've got them at like the outdoor pubs and stuff out there. Like you can get little portable ones and mist yourself. It's wow, it's awesome. Definitely cools you off quick. Trash is trash. I wouldn't trust my life to it. Um, Dean didn't have a blood shit, but I got this pizza shit. Um, Neil needs to get misted like the veggie. Yeah, exactly, Rob. That's how it works. It's exactly like the veggie section. There's little misters, man. Like if there's a bar, there's a pizza place bar type, combo thing, whatever, little family restaurant. They served up some drinks. I had like pizza, the standard bar type food, like bar diner stuff, chicken nuggets and mozzarella sticks and all that goofy stuff. Um, but yeah, we used to go sit out on that patio and they'd have the misters on full blast. It's like, like 108 degrees, 106 degrees. It's just ridiculously hot. But man, those misters make all the difference in the world. It's just it's one of you have to experience that kind of heat to really enjoy the true power of the misters. But I used to eat round table peanut salad bar peppers for free. But glad I got that off my chest. All right, Dean. It's yeah. Hey, if you got to get it off your chest, man, you got to get it off your chest. You'll feel better about it. Um, I gotta get going. Boss needs me to do some stuff. All right. Well, hey, Rogue. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel, man. Definitely appreciate you stopping in here. Any friend of chaos is a friend indeed. So yeah, feel free to stop in anytime at all, anytime. Definitely. So yeah, what else have we got going on in the mix? Yeah, like I said, we got man, I got like three shorts out today. I got three more planned for tomorrow. Three more planned for Sunday. I'm gonna start consolidating stuff like Thursday through Monday, and then have kind of like Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, Wednesday I'll still do like the midweek Happy Hump Day Happy Hour live or something like that because those are typically fun. Nice way to break up the monotony of the week, but As far as some of the other content goes, can you please just give the live times? Yeah, Natalie, I do lives predominantly. Well, we do Phobos Friday every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have a little coffee session Sunday mornings, starting at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then usually Wednesdays, I'll do either a morning or an evening live, usually an evening live, around the same time, about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, if you just click the bell notification, and hopefully YouTube will send out the notifications. Um, no, no, Dean. I start the morning with coffee, and then once the coffee's done, then I switch to Monsters. Um, yeah, I got back into drinking coffee. I don't know, like 9 or 10 years ago with Mrs. Bushcraft, and so now I do the coffee in the morning, and once the coffee's gone, yeah, then it's cracking a can. Absolutely, the choice of champions. All right, on Natalie. Thanks for subscribing. We definitely appreciate it. Everybody helps the channel grow. We're trying to get someplace. We'll get there eventually, all in due time. You know, it's not about the destination. It's all about the journey. Passionate fruitcake. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Chaos is a nice guy. A long time ago, he offered to give me his whole lock picking set, but I did not accept. Yeah, yeah, passionate fruitcake. Yeah, Chaos is a good dude. He really is. Well, I've known Chaos now, well, like, wow, over a year. Going coming up on 2 years actually. So yeah, really good dude. Really good friend to have, and he's always fun to have a conversation with. Um, he's 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 Gen X, so he's got the weaponized sarcasm. You can crack some jokes. He's a thick-skinned dude. He can dish it out and take it back. So always a plus. Wife got me a purple monster. I'm pretty stoked. Hey, Rob, sometimes it's the simple things, isn't it? Yeah, the purple Mrs. Bushcraft would probably enjoy a purple monster. I've always stuck with the original green flavored ones. It's just it's just how I do it. It's what I've been kicking back for probably too many years. Um, I thought about kicking the habit a few times. I've gone a few days without a monster drink, but not too many. I used to drink three a day. Doc literally begged me not to do that. Yeah, Rob, I gotta. Yeah, man, I've had quite a few sometimes, more than I should. I think I've like acclimatized to it. I've gotten so used to it. It's crazy. Like I have such a strong preference for monster drinks. Like even when I was doing subcontract work for Red Bull, I would get like free cases of Red Bull, and I'd still just drink the monster drinks. I'd like give the Red Bulls away to friends and stuff, but I was just like, anybody want to trade for some monster drinks? Oh, nice. Yeah, hubby and I are also Gen X. Woo woo. Yeah, Gen X, man. Gen X is something special. There's a lot of Gen Xers here in this live, on the channel in general, just because we get each other. And it seems that for some reason, if you're Gen X, you just inadvertently somehow hurt somebody else's feelings. And it seems like the younger they are, the easier it is for us. Like we don't even have to try. Like back in high school, we had to try. Like if you were having some banter with some friends or something, we had to work at it. But now you don't even have to try. Like, man, I can just look at a Gen Z or wrong and they'll start crying. They're like, "What did I do?" And Gen Alpha is even worse. I got to stay away from them entirely. There's just something not right about them. But yeah, we do have a lot of Gen Xers. There's a lot of banter that goes around here. We also have quite a few veterans that hang out as well, which is very cool. Bunch of heretics. I don't have any heretic knives. I've never owned one. I've never had one in hand. So, yeah, I don't have an opinion on it. Like in good or bad, I have no opinion. I've never really gotten into heretic knives. So sorry, my man. Cannon, welcome to the chat, brother. Rar. How's Mojo Jojo doing? By the way, Cannon is our token jarhead. He's also the keeper of our loaned out mascot. We can't afford our own dog here, so we just borrow Cannons. But yeah, Cannon, we was talking about you earlier, man. You sent that picture to Chaos too. That's just, here's some smoked turkey, fellas. But you're over 1,000 miles away. You'll never make it here before I eat it all. When I was doing construction, I was drinking two of the big cans of Monster in 2 cups. Dude, yeah, passionate fruitcake, yeah. Oh, back in my heyday, remember when Monster had the BFCs? You know, we knew what that stand for, big effing can, right? Those were 32 ounces, man. I'd drink like 2 or 3 cups of coffee in the morning sometimes, and I'd have like two of those BFCs during the day. Like, yeah, and a gallon of water with it. It was crazy. It's like a reward. I'm Gen X at heart, I swear, even though I'm technically older Gen Z, according to my wife. Rob, I would believe that you conduct yourself pretty well, my man. Yeah, there's and like anything else, stereotypes exist for a reason. It's not all of Gen Z, it's not all millennials, it's not all Gen Alpha. It's not the entire Jarhead clan. All right, well maybe all right, when it comes to the Jarheads, it's the entire Jarhead clan. They're pretty stereotypical. But in a good way. We love those guys. Um, but yeah, it's never 100% of anybody. It's just, the majority. And I do pride myself on it. Like like that whole thing, that whole gentle parenting thing. You know how I circumvented that? You just invite them to a paintball field, man. Make sure you're not on the same team. Give them some like 1980s pump gun while you're sitting there with an gun shooting like 18 balls a second, lighting them up like a Christmas tree. Um, they didn't. I got a BFC with Budweiser used to distribute them. Yeah, my father was born 1945, my mom 1959, so they raised. Yeah, Rob. I got a lot of guidance from my grandparents, and so yeah, they're both like World War II veterans. So I lucked out in that aspect. I got real lucky. Yeah, I learned a lot of good values, morals, and ethics. Unfortunately, sometimes I get taken advantage of though, because I really give people the benefit of the doubt a lot of times and take people for their word, and oftentimes I shouldn't, but I do anyhow. Um, Bullcrap Jan says we're definitely stereotypical. What I love about our generation is that we grew up outside. We had no phone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we grew up outside. We had no phones. Like, yeah, I've always been like I was a biker cyclist back in the day, even as a kid. And yeah, man, there was no texting going on. If you want to know where your friends were at, you rode your bike from house to house until you found the house where all the bikes were scattered on the front lawn. Pow, you found everybody, and you figured it out from there. Yeah, as long as you were home before the street lights turned on, you were good. Um, you didn't have to worry about staying hydrated. It's all you didn't have to go buy a $8 bottle of Evian or some Voss water. You just, yeah, like let the garden hose run for a few seconds, make sure it kicks the spiders out, and bow, you're hydrated. Um, Yeah, my max on my old Ego paintball was 28 balls per second, 3 fingers. Yeah, they had some they've got some wild paintball guns out there. The most ridiculous one I ever got was the Die Dam. The that assault matrix, whatever. It's kind of like a saw. It had that under like box fed hopper. Um, yeah, that thing altogether is like $1,800 base, and then another $600 worth of accessories. And the thing never worked right, dude. It was chopping paint left, right, and center. It was, oh man, yeah, it was cool though. It scared all the kids. It worked real well. Um, yeah, I grew up drinking water from the hose outside. Exactly, yeah, Aaron. I think a lot of us did. Um, yeah, extremely common. Like, yeah, that's just where you got water from. And you could have gone in the house maybe, but you never chanced it, because if you went in the house and you got caught, then you were helping with chores. You were like, vacuuming the living room, or, loading the dishwasher, unloading the dish, doing something you didn't want to be doing. So it was just better to drink the garden hose water and stay outside. I was drinking water from the hose early today. Chaos, you got to be careful, man. Some your neighbors might call up on you. You'll have one of those health and welfare checks. Excuse me, sir, is everything okay? The neighbors reported you were drinking from the garden hose. Have you been doing anything else, sir? Have you had anything else to drink today? I mean, yeah, man, I ran on autocockers for years. Yeah, I had a bunch of different versions, like the old ones. Yeah, and then the big one that came out, the Y2K cockers that came out. Yeah, I there was a local guy, local airsmith, and yeah, he would polish everything out and bling them out. Like I would buy them brand new and just before I even put a single like hopper through it, I'd hand it to him and be like, "All right, dude, do your thing." And yeah, he polished it out and upgraded the three ways, whatever, all that good stuff. Yeah, I ran a lot of autocockers back in the day. My first set of paintball guns, it was a PMI Sheridan 2. It was like it was an oversized. Well, I had a PGP and a PMI Sheridan 2 because you could never rely on your primary, so you always had a sidearm back in the day, and so yeah, that was my two big, like my first ones. And I've had everything. I remember like when Angels first came out, I was one of those first jerks to buy an Angel. And oh, Angels suck, dude. No, Angels only suck because you can't afford one. I had that sticker on my $600 nitro duct tank. Yeah, like some of the first carbon fiber wrap tanks, they were like $600, $800. Um, yeah, I've gone through. I started playing paintball in like '86. I played off and on like my entire life. Oh, where's my patch? Yeah, I've always gone back and forth to the same paintball field. I've always played at AG Paintball in Ware, New Hampshire. Not Ware, New Hampshire, but Ware, Weare. Where's the patches, man? Come on, Ricky Bobby, you can do it. So yeah, AG Paintball in Ware, New Hampshire. They started coming out with like they had like these like loyalty patches or something. Like if you were there, you played 1 year, you got a patch, and then a 3 year patch, then a 5 year, then a 10 year, then 15, then 20. And they gave me a 30 year lifer patch because I'd been playing there off and on for over 30 years. So yeah, man, I've played some paintball. I don't want to know how much I've spent on paintball. Like, man, I remember like when tournament paintball it was like $120, $130 a case for like PMI, Marbleizer, El Tiger, stuff like that. And yeah, I was playing some of the speedball back in the day. We're shooting like 5, 6 cases of paint a day at $120, $130 a case. Of course, it's tourney paint, so field paint only and stuff. My hubby want to let you know that the CRK. Oh, Glen Levy, they're not my knives. None of them are for sale. I got some vague pricing on it. If you were wondering, like, yeah, which one? There's some variables, but thinking about joining Space Force. Gonzo Wick, I don't think Space Force is real, man. I think it's the next level money laundering. Like we don't know anybody that knows anybody in Space Force. Like yeah, there was even a Marine recruiter we were talking to. He's like he's never even met a Space Force recruiter, and then the recruiters all hang out at some central little hub. That way there they can all prey on you at once. Um, but yeah, we don't even know like a friend of a friend that has a friend that has a cousin that knows somebody that's in Space Force. So we're starting to. I mean, you can go for it, Gonzo, but I don't know how it's gonna work out. My hubby want to let you know that he's a CRK2 M21 and he loves it. Yeah, CRKTs. It's not really my brand, but I think they're hit or miss from what I understand, but I haven't really gotten into those. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind on chat. Um, yeah, I is rock. What's happening? Yeah, Space Forces. Yeah, Space Forces Area 51 stuff. It's classified, I can tell you, but then that's the last time we could talk. Gen X, what's happened, dude? We were telling Gen X stories a little while ago. Yeah, just finding everybody in the neighborhood by where all the bikes are parked and chugging down some hose water, making sure you're in before the lights are out. And anybody have a crazy chick that gave them a mixtape and you listen to it and you're like, I'll never get this part of my life back. I don't know what she was thinking. This is all like really wrong music, you know? Like it's like by the time you're into the third song, you're like, all right, pack your bags. We're going on a guilt trip. Got a one-way ticket to a pity party. Did you ever get one of those tapes? And then she's like, you see her in school the next day. She's like, how'd you like it? And you're like, go away, you freak. Uh, is that, or is that just me? Um, I got a CRK T.G.I.F I've carried for. There you go. Yeah, Canon will vouch. Are they still good though? Is it another one like, dude? Even Gerbers were the bomb back in the '90s. Like, yeah, I had the Gerber Gator. I had a few of the Gerber Gators. I had the Gerber multipliers that lasted a lot longer than the modern ones do. The LMF and the BMF, yeah, those were pretty decent knives. I want to believe. Thank you for having me. Awesome live. All right, yeah, Natalie. Yeah, the time difference sometimes gets to you. Yeah, we got some friends in England. Same thing. But yeah, Natalie, thanks for hanging out with us. Definitely a pleasure. Like we said earlier, if you got any questions on anything, yeah, feel free to ask. Well, if I don't have the answer, I can find the answer for you. Oh, a Texas toothpick, isn't that like? Oh man, isn't it kind of like a bayonet style? Yeah, it's kind of like a skinny Bowie, isn't it? Like a skinny Bowie knife. How does everybody say that? Bowie? I don't know. Depends on if you're feeling like Rigger Tom or Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby's in the house. Yeah, I gotta, Gonzo, you gotta send me some gummy bears, man. It'll start making more sense. It's a rocket knife. Bye bye, Natalie. Have a, well, it's morning time for you already. Have an awesome morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. Passion, a Texas toothpick is a Bowie knife or a really tiny folder? I thought it was a David Bowie. A slender pocket knife that can be bigger, but it's more common as a pocket knife. Ah, so it's a folder then, right? Is that what you're saying? Or does well now we live in the age of pocket fixies, So I don't know. I think before I even knew that, I used to just stick the knife in my pocket because I was trend setting and I didn't even know it. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I invented eBay? No, true story. Ricky Bob, dude, we need to come out with a Ricky Bobby Bowie. You know that would sell, man. Well, I'd do an infomercial and everything. I'd even I don't know about QVC. No, I'd do a full blown infomercial for it. We'd have to get some operators so I can stay so I could say at the end like make sure to call right away. Our friendly operators are standing by to take your order. Right? Wouldn't that be just freaking awesome? Like for everything else, there's Mastercard. Yeah, an Arkansas toothpick. I don't. Everything's getting expanded now. Everybody's claiming everything. Pretty soon we'll have a New Hampshire toothpick. New Hampshire already does have a New Hampshire toothpick. It's just an ice pick. It's just for chipping the ice off your windows in the morning. In Florida, we have the catalytic converter remover. Dude, I think they're doing that everywhere. I think they're scoffing up catalytic converters everywhere. It's a trendy thing to do. I have definitely used a gentleman's folder as a toothpick before. Yeah, I've never I've never used my knife as a toothpick. It's maybe it's my survival instincts, but yeah, that's one of several things that you just don't put in your mouth. I just it doesn't seem like it would end well. I try to get as many in as I can each night. Yeah, and that's yeah, man. Did you notice that every YouTuber has a knife? But we're still trying to get the dog though, Gonzo. You know we got a loner mascot dog. It's a tactical corgi, but we gotta. I definitely want a German Shepherd. Like German Shepherds do well in New Hampshire, so um, someday, someday we'll have like a super YouTube channel like the other super YouTube channels, and we'll have the Ricky Bobby Bowie or something. It'll How to use 5.56 round for a toothpick? Yeah, that's been done quite a few times. Gentlemen's folders are very slim and light, easily controllable. Yeah, yeah, aren't those? Yeah, that would be like a case knife and stuff like that. Just a little, they do little odds and ends stuff. They open the package and open the envelope, and they might cut a little twine or something. But yeah, isn't it like that? Or yeah, they are. They're usually like streamlined, slick. Some are pretty nice looking. Extrema Ratio, they've got some nice looking knives. I like Extrema Ratio knives until you look at the price tag and you're like, come on, get out of here. Like they, they want like, it's not that complicated, and yeah, a lot of it's like a lot of the handles and stuff are like injection molded or something. So I don't know. Yeah, like I like Extrema Ratio, but I just haven't gotten into them. Yes, I prefer 12 gauge for a toothpick. Gets all the bits. Um, that does work, but getting the bird shot out of your tongue sucks. I got a CRKT CEO that I slide up underneath my collar. It hides it really well. It's so called gentleman's folder, I call it. Shit, I need something. Right on, Canon. How many CRKTs do you have, Canon? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, you know what I've been geeking out over is it's almost gone beyond geeking. But man, I've been checking out a lot of the Spyderco's. Has anybody seen the Spyderco Salt series of knives? It's yeah, it's all like DLC coated Magna Cut and like yeah, some bling bling G10 scales. Look, yeah, they're pretty nice. I've been geeking out over those quite a bit lately. Yeah, they've got a bunch. They've got the Para 3, the Paramilitary 2, the Military 2, the Shaman. They got a couple others. You can get the Sage 5 in assault version. So yeah, it's DLC coated micarta. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Hey, the tumbleweed with teeth and a bad attitude is freaking awesome. He'll chew your news off. Yeah, did you, Gonzo? You're right on. Why is it the smaller the dog, the bigger the ego? Has anybody noticed that? You can get some like little 8 pound Chihuahua or something, and yeah, he's gonna take everybody on. You get a Chihuahua chasing like half a dozen full grown Rotties or something. Yeah, make it make sense. They don't like yeah, they just don't care. Did Mojo get out and run away the other day? I saw something on YouTube about it. Yeah, have you checked out the knives that Survivorman Les Stroud put out? Um, no, I haven't. I might have. I did. DBK do something on them? To be honest, I kind of dismiss a lot of the YouTuber knives, and yeah, I mean Les Stroud is kind of cool. I think he's one of the fairly more legitimate ones, isn't he? Um, I've watched a little bit of his stuff, but not too much. Yeah, exact. Yeah, Gonzo knows Mojo Jojo. I gotta send Mojo some treats or something eventually. Um, oh, you love Les Stroud? Yeah, I haven't heard anything bad about him. I've heard a lot of the Bear Grylls crashing out in the hotel and everything, and just kind of making stuff on film to put it together. So basically like kind of like faking his way through a lot of the videos, but there's a lot of YouTubers that do that now too. So and I'm kind of understand why, but it's like just be legit, I guess. I don't know. Ah man, this Cold Steel 8010 is so freaking sharp against the S35VN. Takes a long time to lose its edge. Yeah, Rob. S35VN steel rocks, man. I've had a lot of good luck with it. Of course, I guess a lot of it matters in the heat treatment. So as long as the heat treatment stuff is good, yeah, man. S35VN steel has amazing edge retention. I was really surprised by it. My first S35VN steel was my Spartan blades, and I got to use them quite a bit. Um, but yeah, these were the first time I experienced a DLC coating, and ever since then I love DLC coating. Yeah, I won't touch anything that's been painted or powder coated. It's more hassle than it's worth. But DLC or PVD is outstanding stuff, and then of course you've got Cerakote and stuff like that after it. But yeah, man. In fact, the Phobos knife calculas, these are in CPMS 35 VN steel, and these knives are absolutely awesome. Yeah, the edge retention is next level. And then yeah, he's got the PVD coating on there, absolutely outstanding. Yeah, Chaos. I've heard so much about those knives, the CRKT 16s. I've looked at them a few times. In fact, I was with Mrs. Bushcraft looking at them a few times. I almost pulled the trigger, but then I was like, nah, I don't know why. But I've heard some pretty decent stuff all the way around from that. Um, Rock out with your lockout. How you doing, my man? Good to see you. Um, we was talking about you earlier too, man. It's a small world here on YouTube, actually. I've been meaning to catch Dean's live, not live, but video. Yeah, you sent him a mystery package. So that was it. All good, man. Yeah, we were just kind of randomly talking about you. No, no, it was nothing good, not at all. No, I would never do that to you. I wouldn't want to taint your image, man. Um, what's up? What is it? Bathy. God, get it. Simplify your name, man. That's just confusing. Just call you batshit crazy. Batty something. How are you doing? Hi, welcome to the chat. Said hi, hello. Welcome. Greetings and salutations. It is I, Ricky Bobby, the host for tonight's freak show. Uh, the last time I saw Les Stroud with his knife, the thing was like $700. Yeah, there's been a couple of those. Yeah, the Les Stroud. I'm not saying his. I've seen some of it on DBK, Dutch Bushcraft knives. They'll come out with the YouTuber. They're YouTubers with knives. There's quite a few of them, and some of them don't work. I think one of the worst ones is anybody ever watching any of the Survival Lily stuff? Survival Lily. She was buddy with the Canadian prepper there for quite a while. Smelt like an affair. I don't know. I'm just saying. But anyhow, I digress. She came out with a knife that's like the exact version of like what is it, the SRK something. It's just I don't know if it was a 16th of an inch difference. I don't know. You couldn't tell the difference. And then she came up with an extremely similar like the knife she was copying was like the Apocalypse something, and she called it the APO whatever, and it was in like poorly heat treated Oz 8 something, and DBK they actually destroyed the knife. They're like this thing is trash. Like y'all just paid $200 for a $30 knife or something. I don't know. That's some crazy stuff because I'm a crazy boy. There was some other dudes that were they were selling like basically they got a laser etching machine and they were getting knives from China and they were laser etching their logos on it. We like 99.9% sure, but nobody really cared enough to like go absolutely all out on it. But yeah, they were putting their little channel logo on some Chinese import knives, calling them like, his buddy was handcrafting them. They were selling them for like $250 or something stupid. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. I have a strange question. What does everybody use to cut hot dogs? There's a story behind it. No, it's not what you use, it's whether or not you can use a knife. Um, yeah, who the hell uses a spoon to cut a hot dog though? Like everybody that's the whole thing. Everybody in here is a bunch of knife geeks. Like they're gonna cut anything with their knife. Like if there's a little string hanging off their shirt, it's like, oh, I got a string. I'll fix that. Psh. So yeah, that's gonna be a tough sell. That's what I forgot to do tonight. I was gonna have a lesson on how to cut hot dogs with a knife because it seems to be complicated these days. But hey, we'll get to that at some point. We'll have some chopping stuff up. I use my teeth to cut my exactly, Gonzo. Rob, you're just pick a team, man. Pick a team. Well, not in this house. We use spoons. Yeah, bacon wrap hot dogs because they're delicious. Oh yeah. Speaking of, hey, did anybody see Spain? Wow, Spain's getting invaded, man. They're getting culturally enriched by the thousands. Like, oh, it's horrible. It's like, have you seen World War Z? That's what it looks like, but they're just the the doctors and engineers and stuff. They're like just running ashore and jumping barbed wire, concertina wire fences and everything, and yeah, it's a horrible thing. How did I get on that? Um, well, because it's going on, guys. It's happening in Spain. The invasion is continuing. The invasion of the Western world, and they're piling them up down at the southern border. They're waiting for the next group to come in and say, "Oh, you can come here illegally," or offer some kind of BS amnesty or something. Um, Had to eat spaghetti once with a spoon. Oh my God, homeboy eats spaghetti with a spoon. Say, play that funky music. Anybody remember that? Oh, that's the Vanilla Ice moment. How you lose 10 cool points and 100 subscribers. Just start singing some Ice Ice Baby. I have MRE spoons all over. I know. Cannon, it's like the little twisty ties from the bread. You can't throw them away. You might use them, right? Yeah, dude, I know how that goes. Yo, I don't miss that stuff. Yeah, you know what, man, my big thing with my job, I had rubbers everywhere. Rubbers, bagfuls of rubbers, pockets full of rubbers. Every time I did laundry, right, you'd pull the stuff out of the washer, rubbers would fall out. And then when you're pulling stuff out of the dryer, more rubbers would fall out. I had rubbers everywhere. Uh, my job's kind of like an adult porn star because all I ever did was change rubbers and pack chutes. It's a true story. That's the sad life of a parachute rigger when you break it down into its simplest forms. It's kind of humiliating. Um, I still have these things everywhere. These are rubbers, rubber bands, band stows for stowing parachute lines. and they girth hitch onto a little piece of webbing that's on the deployment bag, and then you put the lines through, and then you stow the lines, and they're designed to break, like, because you don't want to get bag lock or something, So if the lines don't come out of the line stows, then you have bag lock, and that sucks because your parachute's stuck in the bag. It's not going to deploy. So you usually end up with like handfuls of, like, in your cargo pockets, in your, like, they just end up everywhere. And so yeah, so all I do all day is I change rubbers and I pack chutes. That's my job. um, Oh, right on. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, I love these knives. They're my favorite all-time knives of my entire life. Yeah, they're FOBOS knives, for operators by operators. Made in the USA out of Tennessee, disabled veteran-owned company. Owned by Eric Hansen. He's a 22-year veteran of the U.S. Army. He served as an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. Now he's making knives, and he's also he's fighting Parkinson's. So I do everything I can to help the man out. So if we can help him sell some knives, then yeah, that's what we're gonna do here, man. I don't do any commissions or anything like that. There's no affiliate links to click. If you're interested in Phobos Knives and you want to support them, just check them out, phobosKnives.com. Easy to find on a search engine. Yeah, and that awesome knives, great customer service, lifetime warranty, and I guarantee you'll be happy. Probably some of the best knives you've owned in your entire life. Um, you don't fuck with any of that freeze-dried bucket food. No, Gonzo, I'm not I don't know, man. I've done a little bit of freeze-dried foods, not the buckets though. Some of that stuff just looks like ass soup warmed up, man. I'm not sure if I would go down that road. Like, I would, man, find somebody that buy a freeze dryer. What is it, Harvest Foods or something? They got the best freeze dryer. Like, freeze dry your own stuff, because some of that stuff is just weird. Sister Krista, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. Hey, all you coffee junkies, man. Sister Krista owns her own little coffee company. She's getting up and going. It's horsepower coffee. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll give you the thing. Where's the button? Woo woo. Oh, you're what? Oh, did I give somebody the wrong one? Hold on. Yeah, Sister Kristen, try typing something again. I tried making you a moderator so you can do the thing. I survived off of a mountain house lasagna for... Dude, that stuff's expensive now. The mountain house lasagna and stuff. Yeah, how'd that work out for you long term? I don't know. Yeah, mountain house, it's like $12 a meal. And you could make it at home for like cheap money. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Mountain House is very expensive. I used to, I'll get my own pasta, like elbows, and I'll just cook it like with the stove, Wow, that's magical. That's how everybody else does it. So what's your secret, buddy? I use a pot and I put water in it. And, but no, and then I get those little packets of chicken, like, Tyson has them. There's a couple different companies. Like Sunkist, Starkist, what is that? The tuna part people, they have chicken as well. And then I put some like buffalo sauce and stuff like that in there. Yeah. Wow, it never ceases to amaze me. It didn't used to be that expensive. Yeah, it used to be like a lot, like half the price it is now. Now everybody's prepping and being cool, and oh yeah, of course we've got freeze dried meals for months. Pretty soon that's going to be the new wealthy. What is it like since 1913 the U.S. dollar's depreciated by 97%. So what used to be worth $1 is now only worth 3 cents. Yeah, there's going to be people pimping out Mountain House free home freeze dried foods and stuff like that. 6 months supply. I'll hook you up, man. I got the connections. Not the cutlery corner guys and gals. Oh, why? Oh, Gonzo, was there some of those QVC dudes in here? But wait, there's more. If you order now, just click the link in the description. Yeah, yeah. I think, dude, just like cooking. Yeah, home freeze dried is the way to go for sure. It is. It's expensive to get into though. Like a good quality freeze dryer that's gonna get the job done reasonably. You're gonna spend a couple grand on it. But then you can make those puffy Skittles whenever you want to. You know, you can you can play Willy Wonka and sell some freeze dried snacks to some friends or something. I don't know. Shit, Mountain House is the only form of beef you can get nowadays that's inexpensive. Right, Cannon. So it kind of makes you wonder, right? If Mountain House is the only inexpensive beef you can get, like how much of it's actually beef or just filler? The initial cost is yeah. It's like most things. The initial cost is expensive, but once you get everything, yeah. Like I'm working that out. I still wanna do the Kydex custom Kydex stuff. But it's like, wow, I didn't own any tools like that would be applicable towards getting that done. So yeah, by the time you line it all up, dude, it's expensive. It's like, wow, man, I forgot just how expensive some of this stuff could be. Did you check in? Oh man, there's some Amish bacon, canned bacon. You checked out stuff like I've bought a couple cans of it. It used to be like 20 bucks a can, and that was expensive. Last time I looked it up, I think it's doubled. I think it's around $40. Oh man, it's like maybe a pound and a half of bacon. It's all rolled up in this. It's canned and good for years, man. That's worth a look into. Like everybody loves bacon. I love bacon more now than ever because of places like New York City and Dearborn, Michigan, and South Portland, Maine, and the Epic City in Texas, which isn't being built but is being built, but nobody really has an answer. I found myself enjoying pork products, all types of pork products, pork chops, definitely bacon. Yeah, pork loin, pulled pork. I want to roast a whole pig. In fact, isn't it Ramadan or something? Shouldn't we should all be eating bacon? I'm thinking because that's when I want to eat the most amount of bacon because it's probably a surplus of bacon. Um, do fiber gummies count as candy? Rob, if yeah, man, you can count fiber gummies as candy. I guess if you got to dig that deep, man, we can send you some though if you really want some. Blink twice if you need help. Um, if you fish, sardines and crackers are a great survival food. Rob, I can't think that counts, buddy. I have a can of OMMG canned bacon, the gun company. Yeah, Chaos, you got to tell me how that one is. The Amish one though, man, it's good stuff. Yeah, I don't think it's called Amish bacon though. I can't remember what it's called. It's got like one, it's got a definite Amish name to it though. But if you look up like canned Amish bacon, it'll come up. It's good stuff. I like the sardine. Yeah, see, I'm not a sardine person. I don't know why. I'm not down with the sardines. Um, yeah, no particular reason. It's just different. Yeah, like mashed potatoes, man. I hate mashed potatoes. I will eat a potato in any other way, like baked potato, roasted potatoes, man. The little potatoes you put seasoning on. You can cut them up into French fries, home fries, pan fries. Um, yeah, there's a dozen different ways I will eat potatoes. But dude, I will not touch mashed potatoes because it wrecks my head. Like they're if properly mashed potatoes, like they're mashed. Do you chew it or do you just swallow the mashed potatoes? Because chewing it seems redundant. It kind of like it just I just don't eat mashed potatoes for that reason. I can't stand it. It's like that's a food that was designed to mess with you like mentally. And any I don't know. Anybody else have a problem with mashed potatoes? Like, do you chew them or do you just, you know? I like the mustard sauce sardines the best. Mashed potatoes are just a delivery device for. Yeah, that's a good answer, Rob. Yeah, just throw some chives on there, some sour cream. Well, see, but that's yeah, I don't know, but you can do that to a baked potato, and it makes more sense. Mashed potatoes are just. I'd just rather not have them. The world would be a better place without them. That's all I'm saying. Like you can have the potatoes any other way you want, just not mashed. It just doesn't, make it make sense. The OMMG bacon is the same stuff as the Amish bacon. It was just a yeah, as a promotional like a rebrand deal or what are they co-branded it or something. I don't think about it. I just eat them. That's the problem, Gonzo. That's why you're gonna end up poisoned someday, and I won't. I think before I eat everything. No, I'm just kidding. Can you say that on YouTube? I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that one. You can't say you're gonna. You got to think about what you're eating, Gonzo, because before you know it, you're gonna end up in a bad place, and there's gonna be people saying, "Hey, show me on the doll where the bad man hurt you." Um, Get all your teeth pulled at one time, mash. No, no. See, that's old in chaos. I still wouldn't do the mashed potatoes. That's what chocolate pudding is for. That's what applesauce. You can just kind of like drink applesauce for the most part. I've never seen anybody chewing on applesauce for like 5 minutes. I've seen people chewing away on mashed potatoes though, and I got caught looking at them, and they're like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Are you really chewing the mashed potatoes all that time?" Like, like the kind of people that like you have to chew 20 times before you swallow. They do that with mashed potatoes too, and you're like, there's something wrong with you. Like, why would you do that? They're well beyond that point already. So, what could possibly go wrong? Still don't trust the worst cooking. Now I know how to keep all the potatoes to myself. Yeah, ground fog, and that would work, man. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft will tell you, like, if we're doing dinner and, it's like, steak and some asparagus and some mashed potatoes, she'll do up some steak fries for me because she knows I'm not going to touch the mashed potatoes. Even with a separator plate, I just want nothing to do with mashed potatoes. That mashed potatoes are the devil's food. I'm telling you, it's designed to wreck your head. Like, think about it. Next time you're eating mashed potatoes, are you over chewing them? Do you even need to bother chewing them? Like there's a dilemma going on there. Mashed taters and brats, maybe tater tots and brats. That's brats. Yeah, that brats. Oh, people are gonna think I'm talking about Gen Alpha again. No, brats. Yeah, bratwurst, right? Yeah, brats. Wow. Fun fact: the doll I use for that can be any doll. You won't ask me how I know. Damn, Mrs. B is on a freaking awesome wife. Clearly loves you a ton. I like steak fries. They make sense. Unlike mashed potatoes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Ground fog. First world problems, right? But I bet you, if you're hungry enough, anybody would eat the mashed potatoes if you're hungry enough. Um, they probably taste good too. Like it's not the taste that bothers me. It's not even the texture. It's the confusion that's the waste of time. Um, what about a baked potato with cheese, sour cream, butter, bacon, and chives? Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the baked potato. Yeah, you can put some stuff on there. Absolutely, yeah. I don't mind baked potato, like any other kind of potato, scallop potatoes. There's all kinds of ways to make potatoes. Just mashed potatoes is the one way I just don't like them. Like cheese. I like cheese on just about anything except for hamburgers. Like I don't, I'll eat cheese and crackers. I'll eat plain cheese. I'll eat, cheese on a pizza, cheese in a calzone, cheesy bread, breadsticks, whatever. There's a dozen different ways to eat cheese. But for some reason, I don't like cheese on sandwiches. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Not just hamburgers, sandwiches. I just don't like cheese on sandwiches. Weird, weird. I know I'm like, well, I don't know why I'm talking about this thing. Everybody's gonna send me a bill. Like, dude, we had to listen to your shit for 2 hours. That's gonna be two easy payments of $199.99. Yeah, twice baked potatoes. Yeah, that's fine too. My wife isn't a big cheese muncher. Yeah. See, that's the whole thing, Rob. I love cheese, cheese and crackers, cheese, cheese and wine, whatever. There's a whole bunch of ways to enjoy cheese. I just cheese on sandwiches, just yeah, not my thing. Like I could eat the slice of cheese and then eat the sandwich or the hamburger. But if you put that slice of cheese on the hamburger, I don't want it. I don't know, weird. Put a potato on a piece of PVC and launch it across the pit. Oh yeah, oh we've launched them at people, dude. That's I don't know if you yeah the old potato launcher there. Yeah, those are good times until somebody has a bad design. Yeah, I was gonna sneak twice potatoes into the combo. Yeah, twice baked potatoes is mashed potatoes. I eat like 5 slices of cheese at work a day. It's nice as a snack. Yeah, I've. All right, so we know if we want the cheese, Rob's the man to talk to. Is it regular cheese, Rob? Or are you into like that crazy expensive cheese? Like, this cheese was first started in France in 1621. Have you seen that? Where is it? It's in Manhattan or something like that. It's some high end food store, and the cheese is just like absurd prices. And it all smells like feet. Um, Did you notice that the worse the cheese smells, the more expensive it is? Make it make sense, right? Shouldn't that all that batch wasn't all that good? You smell it, it's horrible. Like let's charge $200 a pound. How does the math on that work? I do. I love cheese and crackers, man. I can have cheese and crackers every day. Cheese and crackers with a sandwich, dude. We call that lunch. Twice baked potatoes actually have a different texture than regular mash, so he's not wrong actually. Oh yeah, shepherd's pie is the devil's food. Well, it's because it's you put a whole layer of mashed potatoes there to confuse people, and then you waste all that good beef putting it in with mashed potatoes and corn. It should have just stayed as a steak. That's all I'm saying. Corn on the cob, some steak. The other stuff is just garnish. All right, we're gonna have to talk about the Swiss and the provolone. Oh well, at work we have a round of Parmesan. We have a really absurd amount of sliced cheddar. I like cheddar, a good sharp cheddar. Colby, Swiss. One of my favorites is a good pepper jack cheese. Oh, pepper jack cheese and crackers is good time. It's delicious. Well, Michael, hello, welcome to here. How are you doing? This is yeah, I guess we're hanging out with Ricky Bobby tonight, having some conversation here with the guys. We're currently talking about food stuffs. Where I'm talking about horrible foods. We are talking about good cheeses though. Rob's got the hookup for the cheeses. I like a good pepper jack, a sharp cheddar. Ooh, yeah, or like the port wine cheese, on the crackers too. That's delicious as well. Opinions on chicken pot pie? No, that's too many things in one thing. Mrs. B likes the chicken pot pie though. She eats that stuff all the time. I'll just have the chicken and something on the side. Yeah. Can I ask for 3 packs and they got a case of each? 18 packs of cheese. One. Dude, 1,800 slices of cheese. Did I do the math on it? Was that right? 1,800 slices of cheese. Dude, that's like 2 weeks worth of cheese and crackers. Somebody's winning. I thought we were talking about how much Tom loved. Yeah, no. Oh, chaos. Yeah, man. You can cut your Hawaiian pizza with your strong arm knife. The Gerber strong arm. Did you upgrade that yet, buddy? It's nice. I like the cheese. It's very cheesy. Cheesy is nice. Toaster oven quesadilla. Dude, I made I used to call it welfare pizza, man. You take a small dish and you throw some mozzarella and a spoonful of sauce in there, and you throw it in the microwave for like 30 seconds until it's melted together. And you drop a piece of toast, bread, you make a piece of toast. So you make the toast and then you just take the little dish and yeah, you throw it on the toast, fold it in half, man. You got like I call it the ghetto gourmet pizza. It's basically like it tastes like pizza, man, because if you got the toast with cheese and some marinara sauce on there. Maybe sprinkle a little Italian seasoning to make it like, doctor it up a bit. But yeah, that's wow, yeah. That was I was drinking till 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I want a pizza, but you couldn't even order one. So yeah, you just make some toast and microwave up some mozzarella and some sauce and throw it on there. Oh, this is no, yeah, Neil. Like English muffin pizza's gourmet compared to this trash. You've got to try it. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. If you're really hardcore, you can throw a couple of raw slices of pepperoni in there just to top it off. But yeah, dude, English muffin pizzas, oh, those are the bomb. Those are really good. I've made those more times than I care to count. That is delicious, man. Neil, oh, yeah, that's a dev. Anybody ever have hot dog pizza before? Yeah, I've made hot dog pizza, like stuffed crust hot dog pizza. It sounds goofy as hell, but ask Mrs. B. It's really good. She thought I was joking at first, and then I actually made it, and she's like, "Wow, that's actually kind of cool." Like you do a stuffed crust mozzarella, but you do hot dogs instead, and then you slice them, but then you rotate them like 90 degrees. So like instead of having a standard crust, it ends up being like a just a big circle of like pigs in a blanket. And then you've got the pizza in the middle part. So you eat your slice of pizza, and then you end up with a couple of pig in a blankets. I'm gonna get my strawberry cheesecake Ben and Jerry's out of the freezer. I'm gonna make an English muffin pizza at work tomorrow. That's yeah, man. That's a great place to make it at work. Man, I've made stuff like that at work. I've made all kinds of stupid. Sometimes they make us lunch and dinner at work. Back in the good old days, before the new normal, before the whole man, the Chinese AIDS. Wow, anybody see that? Yeah, little Fauci's up there on trial. What he pled the fifth 111 times or something. It's like, dude, just say you're guilty. Like I don't know, man. I think the White House, they got a couple of tall trees. They need to find a couple of short ropes, and yeah, just take Fauci and his little psycho crew and make an example of them. Like whatever happened about like crimes against humanity and stuff. I guess if you make enough money, it doesn't apply to you. But yeah, what else have we got going on? What would Ricky Bobby do? Spaghetti and hot dogs can't in the choice of champions. I love the peanut butter cup ice cream. Hey, honey, tell him how awesome my hot dog pizza was. Did you miss that part? I was telling him about it, the hot dog pizza, and at first everybody's like, "No, that's crazy," but then when you make it, it's like, "Wow, that's actually pretty awesome." Well, yeah, Oh, what was it? Yeah, one of the Adam Sandler movies. Yeah, hot dog and no, Sheldon, hot spaghettios and hot dogs. That's a Texas special, isn't it? Oh, Rob, this is a Spyderco Sage 5 CF. It's S20V steel. Oh, come on, Ricky Bobby. You know. Yeah, S20V steel. Carbon fiber scales, compression lock, right? Compression lock. Yeah, I got that right. Yeah, this was gifted to me by B&A. Brand new American, brand new American, brand new American. He should show up any minute now. It's like Beetlejuice. You say it 3 times. But yeah, awesome, awesome. I highly recommend it. I've been EDCing this knife now for like 20 months, 21 months, and this is my my only folder. So yeah, it literally gets EDC'd, not YouTube EDC'd. Like tomorrow, I'll have a whole new package for you to check out, so we can get more clicks and views. And don't forget to help the channel by clicking the description and the link below. Yeah, no, yeah, legit EDC. Like, yeah, I do. Like, I love Spyderco knives now. I've been checking out a lot of them, so that might be a channel expansion for us. Who we'll have FOBOS knives for fixed blades, and then Spyderco folders. I'm kind of digging it. Rob, that's like White Castle in Philippines. Yeah. What is sliced hot dogs, rice and cheese, a one pot meal? Yeah, Neil, you're right there too. Yeah. Yeah, I like the chicken from Joe. It's man, I like rotisserie chicken. Man, back in the day, I'd grab a rotisserie chicken and just eat the whole thing myself. That was dinner. Just like one rotisserie chicken, thank you. Like eat it all. Zigsby's the only chicken. Rob, you ain't got that right. I can't believe people were shooting each other for dried out, nasty, spicy chicken. Oh yeah, yeah, the the Amazon card. Oh, that was yeah. I put a few things in there. I'm like, yeah, hey, honey, if you want to order that, she's like, $1,600. What? Still cheaper than a car. Yeah, even Cannon's trying to summon them. Cannon, it works on you too, buddy. We we'll we'll say Cannon 3 times, and Cannon comes up, shows up every time. Um, rotisserie chicken and yeah, it's yeah. You can still get a rotisserie chicken for like what are they, $5 or $6? Like that's how much they were like 10 years ago as well. 10, 15 years ago, they're like 4.99 just about it. Like all the grocery stores had them. Yeah, when I was bike touring, like that was one of the best meals you can get for $5. Like yeah, you get a whole rotisserie chicken for $5, and bam, you just yeah, turn that rotisserie chicken into poop. So absolutely, yeah, I would. Yeah, I could devour a whole rotisserie. Now I can eat like half rotisserie chicken. But yeah, if you're biking like 150 miles a day, dude, you can put down like 2 rotisserie chickens and a pound of pasta without even really like putting in an effort. Rotisserie chicken eaten beforehand over the sink dunk is a really great time. Yeah, yeah, Rob, I've done that few times as well. Yeah. Yeah. Although we didn't eat it over the sink because the sink was filled with ice and cold beverages. So yeah, we've sat outside like just like eating like rotisserie chicken like Neanderthals. Like we're Vikings sitting at the Viking war table eating rotisserie chicken. Dude, I had that was one of the infomercials I fell for. Remember the old set it and forget it? You know, like you put it ding, you just set it and forget it. I was oh, this was back like 2007. Yeah, 2007. I had it I had the set it and forget it set up in my RV at the drop zone at Jumptown in Orange, Mass. And when the cold weather was sitting in, everybody loved it because like you could fit like two rotisserie chickens in there. And yeah, it still takes like 4 or 5 hours to cook or whatever. But yeah, everybody'd be hanging out having like chips and dip and stuff, enjoying the heat coming off of it. Yeah, man, I was making like rotisserie chickens every day of the week. But yeah, that was one I bought. I like it was, remember AOL? You've got mail. Yeah, that AOL. Um, they had one of those things like when you logged in, if you wanted to order it, you could be like, "Oh, order now," and it would automatically charge it to like your AOL account. And it like I didn't realize it like every time like I thought it would come up and say like, "Thanks for your order," like this is great. Thanks for doing business with us. But I hit the order now and like nothing happened. I hit it again. And I hit it a few more times. And I'm like, well, screw it, whatever. The thing's not working. I'm gonna go check my emails and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I start getting all these chicken rotisserie cookers. The set it and forget it's in the mail. I ended up with like seven of the damn things. So I'm like, oh, that it was clearly my fault. So I didn't like demand a return or anything. I put one in my RV at the drop zone in Massachusetts. I put another one in my RV and the one in Maine. I kept one at home, man, and the other four went to Christmas gifts. Like, hey, remember that infomercial? You always wanted one, right? Well, now you get to open one for Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Beer Day. Um, yeah, rotisserie chickens are still like $5 at the grocery store, fully cooked. Yeah, they're still the same price. I think they started like importing them from someplace though. The chickens aren't as big as they used to be. I think they're like they had some good plump southern chickens. Now I think they're like importing the chickens from Ethiopia. The chickens have gotten a little scrawny. Same price, shrinkflation on the rotisserie chickens, I think. Just a smidge. I could be wrong. It just seems that way to me though. Yeah, my roommates at the time, bro. Yeah, the rotisserie chickens are like $17 in Texas, Cannon. That's crazy. Walmart has the free rotisserie chicken if you run fast enough. Can't worry. Or no, yeah, Cannon, you don't have to run. I mean, not Cannon Chaos. You don't have to run. You just walk around the store eating it. I saw the videos, man. Yeah, you just walk around the store, eat what you want, and then when you're done, you just stick the leftovers on a shelf. You ain't got to pay for that here, none, son. Can't where are you buying your fully cooked rotisserie chickens? Yeah, what I can't figure out is how is a cooked rotisserie chicken like 4.99, but a regular just no seasoning, no cooking, no nothing, just a regular chicken, man, is like $8, $9 sometimes. Like, how is the rotisserie? Like, they cooked it for all those hours. They put all that seasoning, deliciousness rub on it, and oh yeah, but yeah, it doesn't make sense. But if you go over and you're like, I'm gonna make my own rotisserie chicken, it costs more than buying the rotisserie chicken cooked. That doesn't make sense. And yeah, like try to compare the weight too. Like ask them like, how much does a rotisserie chicken weigh? Like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. You find a matching size chicken. The uncooked, unseasoned chicken costs more than the rotisserie chicken. I don't understand how they do it. Um, yeah, I was in Brooks Brothers, and I believe that was where I saw the price. Or yeah, what's that fancy food place? It's the same people it's the brother that owns Aldi's. Yeah, because they go from Whole Foods, man. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody paid like $20 for a rotisserie chicken at Whole Foods. Everything there's like really overpriced. Like even just like regular pepper, but it's imported black pepper from. It's just black pepper, dude. It's not that great, right? That's what I'm talking about. Um, it was like 1686 Canon. That's not like that's specific. It was exactly $16.86. Is that including tax or is tax additional? Let's get down to the bottom line here. The rotisserie birds are more work than I don't know why they're cheaper. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They did all the work, they did all the seasoning, they cooked it and everything, and they're like $5. But if you want this, like, non-seasoned, non-kick cooked chicken in a Ziploc bag over here, that's going to be like $9 or $10 or $8. Tax additional, it was over $17. Well, Cannon, of course it's going to be like, how much is the tax? We'll help you with the math on this one, buddy. 1686. I mean, like, of course it's going to be over $17. Canon needs another. Remember the Casio watches back in the 80s had the calculator on it. Um, we know what Canon's getting for Christmas. Tax $5. Robin, I'm in South Florida near Miami. Same, but different. Hey, did Bath for Marines? I don't know. I also did spelling for Marines. I did it. Yeah. What's after that? The hey diddly bop bop. Wish I was back on the block. With my woman in my hand, I'm gonna be a loving man. Oh, what were some other good ones? I can't remember right now. Math, damn, I know that that pesky math. Well, the problem with it, they change it up every week, Cannon. It's hard to keep track of the math. So, yeah, you gotta get a weekly update. I'm pretty sure the shit's been the same for centuries, dude. You just, don't worry. We'll help you with well, which part? Like, I don't know. I shouldn't be giving Cannon a hard time. No, I should. Somebody has to do it. But Rob, watch out for the liberal math. Watch out, yeah, dude. You know what's worse than liberal math? It's woman math. The math that women come up with, like everybody's gone through this. Like the woman will say, yeah, she'll come home and she will have bought a bunch of stuff, and she's like, but I saved a whole bunch of money. It was on sale. It's like, well, you didn't really save any money. If your ultimate goal was to save money, then you would have purchased nothing. You still spent money. You may have saved 20% off the MSRP, but you still spent money. You didn't save any money. If you were really trying to save money, you wouldn't have bought anything and put the money in the savings account. That's woman math there for you. Um, but yeah, Rob's a channel member. Yeah, I think everybody gets those, right? If you're a channel member, you can do the highlighted thing. I think that's how that works. I'm freaking texted tongues. Yes. Oh yeah, sure, Cannon. We'll blame it on text to talk. It's either text to talk or autocorrect. It's not the jarhead thing at all. It couldn't be that. Not a chance. Um, if my wife has cash and spends it on the item she bought, it was free. Or yeah, they love the sales. Like I got it for 50% off. It's like no, you bought one and got it for 50% off. So you really only got like 75% off too or whatever. But you would have saved more money just by not buying it. Um, yeah. I use some extra or the gift cards. The gift cards. It was free. I had a gift card. No, the gift card still had. It did have value. It wasn't free. But yeah, I understand. I understand that. What could possibly go wrong? Um, Yeah, that's awesome. So Rob, yeah, Rob's been a channel member for 3 months now. Thanks, Rob. We definitely appreciate you, man. Yeah, 3 months. We'll get there. We're getting there slowly but surely. I think we've had some channel members that were like 6 or 9 months. I think B&A's been a long time channel member. That's awesome. Did the gift card was a gift and it was free, but if you buy then use a gift card, it's not free. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could look at it that way, Rob. Yeah, I'll give some leeway on that one for sure. I don't see myself canceling that like ever. So, right on, Rob. We appreciate it. We're oh man, I've made so many bad decisions YouTubing. I don't know. They're not bad decisions. I just want to maintain like, like morals and ethics, and stand my ground firmly with some of the things I believe in, and one of the things I've done is I've turned down every company that is 100% from Dragon Country there. I guess we're not supposed to say that country either. That's almost as bad as the Tiny Hat people. So Dragon Country, Tiny Hat people, you're not allowed to say their countries or say bad things about them. It's not really even saying bad things about them. It's just being honest. But yeah, I've turned down a lot of companies because I'm just like, I've just used the approach. Well, if I wouldn't buy it with my money out of pocket, then I'm just not going to deal with it. That's my approach. If it's something I already own or something I would plan on using or from a company I already like, then I would work with them. But I figure, man, there's so many people out there like shilling for Civivi and Wii and all these other Dragon Country, but like I don't need to compete with all that. I have no interest in it. Like they can have the crumbs. I'm gonna go after the loaf of bread. Um, yeah, I couldn't in good faith sit there and like, oh, here's like latest and greatest Chinesium. Like you can get them for 24.95. It's the best budget banger of the day. Blah 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 blah. Like if we haven't heard that once, whatever. Probably heard it 1,000 times. I'm just not gonna be dropping links for every company, and a lot of them like they're just fake anyhow. I get them. I get emails, and they're all like cookie cutter emails. Well, we've been watching your content lately, and we really like the way you represent the products. We were wondering if you'd be interested in a partnership or collaboration with us. And it's like, you haven't been watching my stuff, because if you watched it, you would have caught the part where I said, I love pooping on poo-poo Chinese knives. And now you're going to come at me with, would you like to represent our poo-poo Chinese knives? Like, you clearly didn't watch shit, buddy. Pay attention, maybe open your ears a bit. But yeah. The rice patty hearts are freaking... Yeah, Rob, you're not kidding, man. There's some things you just can't be replaced. Yeah, yeah. Well, I like to do the boonie hat version. But yeah, those hats, they definitely, yeah, stuff that keeps the sun off your ears, your shoulders, the back of your neck. Yeah, they definitely make a huge difference. Oh no, speak Marine Cannon. Yeah, Canon, you gotta download the app. It's called Jarhead Translator. Um, what? Oh, wouldn't that be funny if there was actually an app named Jarhead Translator? Yeah, man, it translates us from Jarhead to English, so the rest of us can understand. I understand some of it, just not all of it. Um, Rob, but they don't make them in what? Couch, you could probably dye it. They're pretty light. You could get some spray-on dye or something, or just rattle can it, dude. Rattle can it. Like go full EBT and rattle can your rice patty hat. Well, yeah, can you say that? Is it a rice patty? I don't know what it is. Is there an official name for that? I don't think rice patty hat's official. Most of my safety gear for my e-bike is pink. Dude, there was at the bonfires at places I worked, there was always people stealing lighters, and they're like, "I'll buy a pink one." They won't steal it, dude. I stole this lighter anyhow. Um, I would go around. I had a thing. It was like do your friends actually notice? Does anybody pay attention? I would go around and I would strike up conversations with people at the bonfire. How's your day? How'd your jumps go and stuff like that. And then they'd just be like, hey, do you have a lighter? Yeah, yeah, here you go. And you start talking and you wait a while and you wait a while. You keep talking, and then you slip that lighter in your pocket and you're like, oh, I gotta go. And I stole as many lighters as I could that entire season. Like that was my whole game plan. Like I went to every bonfire with on a quest. Like how many lighters can I get tonight? And like the next morning, people would be like, "Does anybody have a lighter?" I'd be like, "No, no. Where'd all the lighters go?" They'd have to do a store run in the morning to get lighters for all the smokers. The drinking smokers with their hangovers. They would need a smoke or whatever. So yeah. So finally, it got to the end of the season, and I had a draw in my camper. I was throwing all the lighters in, and it was like the last week of the season. And so I took the draw and I walked around to everybody, and I'm like, "Hey man, grab a handful." And they're like, "What? Where'd you get all these lighters?" I'm like, "Just grab a handful. It's probably yours anyhow." Turned them at the end of the season, but I had a draw full of lighters, probably 150 or so lighters. It was absolutely ridiculous. But it was a fun little hobby for the season. It kept me going, kept me entertained. Um, Rob Pink is not the new black. Oh yeah, chaos. I've heard that about the white lighter theory, and yeah, I guess you can't even get the big lighters. Don't come in white. You gotta buy one of those shrink wrapped ones and peel it off. Maybe that's the bad luck portion. Can I do a lot of food deliveries, so I like high vis, but I don't like neon yellow or green or orange or pink. Yeah, and for some reason neon colors they're like highly susceptible to UV deterioration. Like neon colors fade out quicker than standard colors. At least yeah, and like 99% of applications, neon colors fade out like way faster. Um, Plus the old ladies and cougars like it. Well, you ain't really gonna have to agree with chaos. Can an infant's brown? I'll eat it, but I won't be happy about it. Um, y'all are using talk to text too much. Make we're gonna. Oh yeah, reread that canon chaos. What's the word after well /NL chaos bro? That's I got what you meant. They make a pink eye. Oh yeah, canon. Of course they do. We know what Cannon's going to working on Monday. Um, that's priceless, dude. So, what do you guys got planned for this weekend? Anything exciting? You guys just sitting around? Um, yeah, we know Boondock's out camping for the weekend. He was setting up camp earlier. That's why he's not around. But yeah, what do you guys got going on for this weekend? Anything exciting? Cannon, you gonna smoke another dude? Isn't it Ramadan, dude? You should be smoking like pork. You should have that smoker going 24/7 with like, yeah, man, just pork loin, pork chops, pork shoulder. Make some pulled pork. Make some bacon wrapped pork shoulder. Yeah, put bacon bits in the pulled pork. That's got to be delicious. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's already been done. There's no way somebody hasn't thought of that already. Somebody definitely smarter than the lot of us put together figured that out years ago. Cannon, the girls will hold the sign at the construction site by my job where Pink Eye is. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's got to be available somewhere. They make everything now and set up for the right setup or whatever. What could possibly go wrong there, Ricky Bobby? Cannon, you got to get out more often. Yeah, dude. There's a whole bright world out there. Cannon's been wearing nothing but like Marine Corps green since what 1990s 95 or something. The only other color besides green that Cannon knows is red because those are delicious crayons. Cannon was double fisting the red crayons the other day. My wife will not buy that because it costs too much. It is driving me fucking crazy. I have feathers coming out of my fucking ears from eating so much goddamn chicken. Forgive my naivety. What are those two things next to the flag patch? To the left of it, it's this is a P38 can opener. Like they've been issued what since like World War One or World War Two. Yeah, probably the best piece of kit you're gonna get in your life for 50 cents. So this is the smaller one, the P38 can opener, and this is the larger one, the P51 can opener. And a lot of guys used to throw them on their dog tags and then use a rubber band or a piece of tape to keep them from bouncing around. They were really popular with like K rations and C rations, and in fact they one of the two K rations or C rations, every single one of them came with one of those. They're made by the Shelby company. They're made in the United States, and yeah, probably best piece of kit you're gonna buy in the modern society for under $1. But I mean, yeah, even cans now they've got that pull top. But yeah, I guess I don't know. To some of us, they're common, and I've met so many people that have never seen them in their entire life. They had no clue what they are. So yeah, they're very cool. California Adventures, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. I was taking a poo the other day, and I thought I laid an egg. Yeah, and yeah, they work great. They're absolutely amazing for what they are. Yeah, like I said, best piece of kit you're gonna buy for under $1 in your entire life. You can have a table full of first class knives, but when it comes to open a can, a P38 or a P51 gets the job done. What happens if the pull top rips off? Those even work for soda cans if that happens. Yeah, I've never had that happen. Yeah, I'm sure if you rip the top off a pull top, the little tab, yeah, I'm sure you could get it open no problem. But as opening a soda can, I've never done it. I'd have to try it. LC Buell, welcome to the chat, my man. How you doing? How hopefully life's treating you better. Dang, well, we officially got monetized Monday. Hope you're doing well. Well, congratulations on getting monetized. That's quite the feat. There's only like 3 million monetized channels on YouTube, which no, I'm not saying that in a bad way. There's like 2.5 billion people at Cruise YouTube. There's 113 million people that are attempting to make channels, and only about 3 million of them ever get monetized. In fact, 97, I think it's up to 97% now. Yeah, 97% of YouTube channels will never see 1,000 subscribers. So congratulations on that for sure. Absolutely. It's a lot of work. It's a lot more effort than what a lot of people realize. So yeah, congratulations. Yeah, enjoy it. It's not to be a party foul or anything, but it's not all it's choked up to be until you get into that top like 0.01% or so. Yeah, YouTube is a bit rough. But LC, stay hydrated, drink water. Thank you, LC. We definitely appreciate you, my man. Tori. Okay, I was used to the Tori thing. The Tori. How are you doing? Yeah. So you know the whole kit and caboodle. How's Sobe doing? Cannon, you party pooper. Take motor and change your socks. Yeah, suck it up, Buttercup. Rub some dirt in it. Get back in the game, son. Um, yeah, it's good to see you, Tori. That's awesome. Yeah, so you've been on the road for a while. Yeah, I see Sobi a lot, but not I don't see you as often. But yeah, congratulations on that. And I'm stoked you guys are out there, living your best life. Like it's awesome to know people can still meet up and have a good time and be happy. So congratulations on that as well. That's the real winning ticket nowadays, to be honest. Um, yeah, with everything going on in the world. Are you still doing lives and stuff or? Yeah, Tori, are you guys doing lives and stuff? I haven't had anything come up in forever. When it comes to the lives. So is this the channel that you guys are doing lives on now? I should go over. I'm gonna go. Yeah, buddy. I wasn't even subscribed. There we go. And I did the little ringy dingy, the bell thingy as well, because that's important. Subi, they're letting Subi talk again. Maybe that's why I don't see Subi as often. Like YouTube wasn't letting him talk for a while. Um, that's just crazy. Yeah. So how's it going? I've seen. Oh, what live were we in the other day? I saw you at Subi. Was it ACR or something? ACR Protect, I think, is where you. I can't remember. Um, Supposed to be hella rain tonight and tomorrow. Pray for my commute to work. Yeah, there's we're in the what is it? A super El Nino, El Nino, El Nino, El Nino. It's one of them, man, and it's supposed to suck real bad. Um, embrace the suck. The suck's about to get a hell of a lot worse. Yeah, it's supposed to be a one in a century type snowfall this winter. So yeah, you're probably gonna get snow down there in Texas too, Cannon Chucklehead. Plan on going fishing tomorrow and live streaming it. Nice, nice. What are you fishing for? I'm not sure there's fish around here anymore. New Hampshire's gotten weird, really weird. Like yeah, like no, the bottom two-thirds of New Hampshire I think has been overrun. It's getting weird. Scooby found me. Yeah, yeah, we're past that age. We don't fish for anything specific. We're just not at home getting yelled at. I mean, we're fishing for whatever wants to bite. That's the same thing with hunting. You should find out Dad's been hunting with an unloaded shotgun for 12 years. The man hasn't owned ammo in 12 years, but he's still going out hunting like every day. Um, yeah, what would Ricky Bobby do? Um, yeah, Subi, what time's your live gonna be? When it happens, I did click the notifications, but we know how YouTube is about that. They don't like giving me notifications for some reason. They're like, no, notifications is bad. Bad, bad, bad. What could possibly go wrong, right? Um yeah, Cannons can just when you talk to Canon, use like speak slowly, Try to use smaller words, nothing more than 2 syllables. Although he starts getting a little crazy, you got to throw crayons at him. You're like, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Just chomp on these a little bit. You'll be fine. You got this guy. He's no Cannon's our resident jarhead. He's the poster child for the Marine Corps. Absolutely 110% love that dude. And he also, because every outdoor channel, every bushcraft channel needs a mascot canine. We don't have one here. Well, we didn't have one, but Cannon was nice enough to loan out his tactical corgi for channel use. So we just gotta figure out visitation rights and stuff like that. Like who's gonna like where we're gonna meet up to switch over custody and stuff. Problem is he's in Texas and I'm in New Hampshire, so it makes it a little awkward. Man, Cooper, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How you doing, stranger? Yeah, just getting caught up here. How many hot dogs can Mojo eat? I bet you Mojo could probably eat like one of those boxes of hot dogs. Not like not the little packages of 8, but like the KM or Sconlands or something. The 5-pound box when you're having all your friends over. Not your high class friends. High class friends get steaks. The class of friends you invite over, but you didn't really want to, so you're like, oh, here's some fancy hot dogs. Enjoy your wiener. Can't send Tom the Lost Dog video. How the little sucker probably ate a whole entire pack, then had to go right to sleep. Joey Chestnut ate like 65. Who eats 65 hot dogs at once and lives to talk about it? Two-stroke Beetlejuice. Yeah, Beetlejuice, man. Ricky Bobby. Oh, and this one time at Skydive Camp. Oh, wow. I know, right? Subi, that's why I try to eat a hot dog every day. That way there, even at my age, I can still say I'm getting a piece of ass every day. It's almost true. No. Joey Chestnut, he's the greatest glizzy gobbler ever. Sorry, Rob. That's one sport I haven't been keeping track of, the glizzy gobbler. Your ex-girlfriend did 75. He's You're probably right. That's why she's my ex-girlfriend. Hold on, which one are you talking about? There's a few, dude. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. She's my ex-girlfriend. I don't really care what she's doing, but I see what you're doing there. You're trying to come at me with something smart and witty, but you're just coming across as a tool. I got you. Beetlejuice. What's up? He's just a bonehead, knucklehead, coo. They are FOBOS nice. For operators, by operators. There's a variety here. Starting at the top, there's the Tier 1 BC, the Calcula, the Tier 1 Mini, the Tier 1 Mini, the Tier 1 Mini Trainer, and the Alaris down here at the bottom in CPM 3V. Y'all made in the USA, all by a disabled veteran, a retired career guy. He served 22 years in the U.S. Army as an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. Yeah. For operators, by operators. It's owned by Eric Hansen. He was a Green Beret for 22 years. He was an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. He's retired in Tennessee right now. Retired from the Army, but he runs his knife company and stuff like that. He also is fighting off Parkinson's as well. So what kind of knives are you into? Well, if you're gonna be that blunt about it, you probably wouldn't want to. Yeah, probably too expensive for you anyhow. But thanks for having a look. See, yeah, you don't have to be an operator or own them, but I see what you're doing there. Sword knives of New Zealand, whatever. I no clue what you're talking about, dude. Yeah, man. I a friend of mine back in the day, a master parachute rigger I studied under Dave Harsey. He had Parkinson's, and I worked with him. Actually, he worked with me the last few years, however you want to term it. But yeah, the guy just conveyed a ton of knowledge to me. It's Parkinson's is an extremely tough thing to deal with. Um, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, these I'm not from New Zealand, dude. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've heard of those, but yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah, Rob, spot on, dude. Who's hungry for? I know, right? Yeah, that's the whole thing. The trolls nowadays they're disappointing to say the least. They lack creativity. They really do. It's nothing new. They just come across as absolute tools. They're like, look, I'm just gonna mumble some stupid stuff and come across as a complete moron. Nothing I say will make any sense, but then I'm gonna act all weird and stuff with people and try to turn it around like it's your fault and don't look at me like that. Daddy never told me he was proud of me. Mommy never hugged me. That's why I sit in the basement now. Yeah. Dude, this it's because of things like that is why a girl's never gonna touch you in your special spot, dude. You think it would have happened by now, right? Like you're probably in your like late 30s, early 40s, going, when is it ever gonna be my time? Never, you chud. I'm quick to jump to. Yeah, because this one time at Skydive Camp. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So anyhow, there I was. No kidding. What would Ricky Bobby do in this situation? So I like it when they do that too. And when you catch on to them being like, little nitwits, and then they're like, "You sure did jump to conclusions," or they're like, "Why are you so defensive?" It's like, dude, because you're just bringing in the same old game, you chud. Yeah, we've dealt with it more times than I care to count. I know, you're upset because I make fun of the Chinesium, and it's all good. You said I'm not an operator. You know who else is a chud? Bear Grylls is a chud. I'll never stop saying that. The only thing Bear Grylls ever did that was great was he had that survival island going on. Whatever it was, an all man team and an all women's team, and they had to go out and survive. And it really kind of put things into its in a perspective for a lot of it. Oh, Cannon said, "Go pump sand, chud. You're out of here." Yeah, we criticize. Yeah, good riddance, and not the Green Day song. That thing's been played out so many times. Like, oh yeah, that's another one of my songs. I'm not a fan of that song anymore. I tried to be. Like when you first heard it, you're like, oh, that's a good song, but then you heard it 8 million times, and you're like, all right, that's enough of that crap. Fishy fingers, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Y'all should have been in our chat. We had a troll talking about skinwalkers. Oh yeah. Well, we haven't had like a pronoun one in a while. I kind of miss them. Like, you'll respect my pronouns. No, I won't. I don't care. Standard. Yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Uh, he, she, him, her. Beyond that, I can't be bothered. I'm just not that interested. Talking about skinwalkers. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? Just another day in paradise, guys. Living the dream. Living the dream one shadow bane at a time. But we're having a good time doing it. That's the part that matters. That's the part that matters, guys. So what are all the regulars doing tomorrow night? I'm thinking about maybe I'll do another live tomorrow night as well because well, lives with you guys are fun, man. And I'm gonna try to stack up the weekends a little bit more. Get a little bit more in. Who knows? Anything is possible. We're living the dream here, right? Right, one shadow bane at a time. One short, one wasted moment in life. Yeah, we'll get it all sorted out. We're trying to do it. Quality over quantity, right? Um, that's the plan. Um, where you been hiding? Everybody's coming out of the woodworks tonight. We must have done something right. YouTube's like, we'll let some other people watch your live tonight. Or were you invited by somebody? That's cool too. That's fully acceptable. The third and fourth knife down from the top. Um, this one here is the Tier One Mini. Both of them are in CPM 154 CM. These two are PVD coated, orange G10 liners with green micarta scales. Um, the Tier 1 Mini has a 4-inch blade, and the Mini has a 3.5-inch blade. This one was made first, but some states 3.5 inches the max. So he came out with this one. He did shorten the attitude adjuster at the bottom here as well. This obviously they're full tang. So that's one of the differences. The scales are skeletonized on the Tier 1 Mini, and they are a bit thinner. If you do like the thicker, more full scales, they are interchangeable. So you could put the Tier 1 Mini scales on the Mini and vice versa. They also have they come in satin finish, satin or PVD. There's an assortment of different scale colors, so if you're not down with orange and OD green micarta, there's a variety of others available as well. They both come with leather sheaths like this. This is the one for the Tier 1 Mini. This is used, though. It's going to come clean, the new version. But yeah, the sheaths are set up standard belt carry. You can scout carry it, and you can also mount an easy clip on here with a canter, depending on how you want to position it. The sheath for the Tier 1 Mini is the exact same thing, just smaller. This is it right here. I got it piggybacked on a Tier 1 BC leather sheath. But yeah, that's the one that this Tier 1 Mini comes with right here. Yeah, all around good quality. They also come with a lifetime warranty. So if anything happens to the knife, they'll fix it or replace it. Yeah, I think if on a PFD, like for if you're like canoeing, whitewater kayaking or something, yeah, it's a great size. Either of them would be a great size to put on a PFD. Especially if you're rocking one of the old school Ed Lucero rescue vests. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It would mount on there very nicely. I would run Kydex though, not leather. I would put Kydex on the PFD because yeah, you don't want your leather being like saturated and soaked like that all day. It'll soften up quite a bit. And yeah, my father-in-law said I can keep the old ass American-made knives he found. These. Let's go. Yeah, hell yeah, Rob. Absolutely. Yeah, you're winning all the way around with the free knives from the old man. Um, they're all made in the USA. Yeah, USA company. It's disabled, veteran owned as well. So Eric Hansen served in the U.S. Army for 22 years as an 18 Delta Special Forces medic. He's done some other stuff like before and after military service that are applicable towards what he does. He's the designer, the main guy, the only guy there at Phobos Knife. So um, yeah, Canada, the new one will come. It's a big damn Chevy. It's yeah, it's only a 3.5 inch blade. So I have small hands, but yeah, it's in there with the average of most of the other pocket fixies or lighter weight fixed blades. Yeah, this is only a 5 inch blade here. So I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do with it. You know which one? Yeah, I don't get what the just random question mark is there. Yeah, try using your words. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. What? I don't get it. I try to understand this stuff sometimes, but just somebody just putting a question mark in there is like, dude, you all right? Do you need help? Do you need to talk to somebody? Do you need to spend some time in a self-hugging jacket? Are you batshit crazy? What does just a question mark mean? Yeah, you asked what everyone is doing this weekend. I'm hoping to survive the heat when we get fishing tomorrow. Oh yeah, 98 degrees fishing. Well, yeah, at least you're on the water. It'll be cooler. Okay, you got to get a mister for that kind of weather. Oh, the second one down. Yeah, this is a calcula. It's in CPMS 35 VN steel. It's got a 4 inch blade on it. It's got the full grip like the Tier 1 BC. Yeah, this in particular one, yeah, it's PVD coated. It's got red G10 liners with carbon fiber scales. So definitely got the bling with the carbon fiber. All around sweet knife. Yeah, very useful. Like nice mid-sized knife in my opinion. On the larger end of what I would carry for an EDC knife, and on the smaller end of what I would carry for a field knife. So it kind of like it does both. It's kind of like a nice overlap. Yeah, the Calcula is a sweet looking knife for sure. It's like very streamlined. Um, yeah, I love it all the way around. Yeah, it does have the Persian swedge. Well, let me wipe the knife off a bit there. Yeah, it does have a Persian swedge designed into it. The jimping on these knives is next level too. Like it's hard to see in the video, but like it doesn't like you get a solid purchase, but it doesn't turn your thumb into hamburg. Like you don't feel like you have to be wearing gloves with it. So yeah, the jimping on these knives is next level. It's even got some jimping in the finger groove here, but like I said, it doesn't like bite in and turn you into hamburg. It's yeah, it's very comfortable knife. Hoop to hoop calculate. Yeah, I feel like the gloves would just lock it. Yeah, yeah, with gloves on, it's great, but it's like you can use it for extended periods without gloves, and all of the jimping on his knives are like that. Um, yeah, on the Tier 1 BC, like here's another example. It's got some finer jimping down at the bottom as well. But yeah, really good stuff. I have some real grippy, cut resistant gloves that are really just so grippy you couldn't get anything on. Yeah, I think some gloves are too grippy though, to the point like if you try to shift your hand around, You know, yeah, yeah. Here's a satin finish tier one mini. Yeah, you can see the jimping on here as well. It's like it's radiused and it's next level. By far the like my favorite and best jimping I've ever seen around. So yeah, Ricky Bobby. Yeah, the satin finish. In fact, yeah, you like the Calcula, right? Pow. This is Mrs. B and the kids got me this. This was Christmas of 2024, so it's coming up on 2 years old. But this is the Calcula in satin finish with yeah, it's got red G10 liners with double black micarta scales. So still sweet, sweet, sweet. Bando Picks, what's happening, man? Welcome to the chat. Pimpin' ain't easy, is it, brother? How you doing, my man? Yeah, Demco Shark Cup, man. I've got to check those out. Doing good. How's Air Force doing? I like to take jimping and run it across someone's face. That's all I was tell you anything. Yeah, Rob, get them while you can, man. There's a variety. You can get them. There's different scale sets as well, like different color liners, different color scales. There are some satin finish ones definitely available, as well as the PVD. Nice oversized lanyard hole. So if you do decide to throw a lanyard in there, you're not fighting with it for days. But yeah, all around great knife. And yeah, the CPMS 35 VN, I've had a lot of luck with it. The edge retention is great. You're not stopping to sharpen all the time and all that good stuff. So yeah, and the satin finish, it's still yeah, it's a great looking knife. Absolutely. Made in the USA as well. But yeah. Oh, good. What thickness is the blade? I don't know offhand. Yeah. They run about. Oh, I think it's around like 290 or something. For this night, 290, 300. It depends on what you get for options, whether it's PVD, whether it's micarta G10 or carbon fiber scales. I'm pretty sure micarta and G10, depending on what you pick, is pretty much the same. Carbon fiber does cost a bit extra. I forget. It might be like a $30 difference for the carbon fiber versus the micarta or G10. But yeah, great knives. Yeah, no, never done the Crocodile Dundee. I tend to do more grown up stuff. All right, yeah, Subi, thanks for hanging out, man. We appreciate you being here. Get some rest. I'm sure we'll see you around sooner than later, either here or there. I'll try to catch her live tomorrow. She's doing good. We have our first veterans meeting tomorrow. Oh, nice, Bando. Is big group, little group? How's that going? But nice is the best dad joke. Yeah. All right, Subi. You too. Tell Tori I said have a good one. You guys rest well. We'll catch you soon. Oh, you'll see. Yeah. How many are you expecting? Like, half a dozen, a dozen, renting a hall. Wife won't let me hang my water bag next to my pillow like a hamster. Yeah, though you're not supposed to fill it with beer, Rob. Um, his house is a prison. She won't let me hang my beer bag. Um, yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Oh yeah, man, Long Island iced teas, man. The first time I went out for a Long Island iced tea, it was on Long Island, East Marches Bay. We stopped at a marina, man. It was like $28. I'm like for like this little drink with a fancy straw and stuff. I'm like, I don't think I'm down with the Long Island iced teas. Um, yeah, and that was years ago. But yeah, marinas they're expensive. They think because you show up in a boat you're rich. The boat barely made it there though. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna do this again tomorrow night. I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. We're kind of like 2.5 hours into it. But it's been an awesome live, man. Great conversation, guys. Definitely appreciate everybody being here. But yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow night, probably about the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, we'll see a bunch of you guys here. Um, but yeah, thanks to all the moderators for keeping the trash out. Thanks to all the channel members for helping keep this channel going. We definitely appreciate you guys. Thanks to all the subscribers because hey, subscribing definitely helps the channel, and it's how channels grow on YouTube for the most part. But yeah, hey, thanks to everybody else that just came cruising through. If you happen to run across this later, if you just ran across us now, yeah, we do. We definitely do lives every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday mornings we start at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. Of course, we're not switching locations too often, are we? We're staying in the same region. But yeah, we'll be live again. I'm gonna plan another one for tomorrow. I got some more shorts to upload tomorrow, so we'll see you guys then. Be careful out there, guys. Hey, man, things are getting froggy. The invaders are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you maintain situational awareness. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay alert. Stay alive. And by all means, guys, stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one.